Ms. Pickett?
I will start my comments by thanking teachers and staff. It's a special week. I thank you every day, but it is a special week. And I know our school and our PTO worked hard to have some creative things for our students to do. And tonight, before I came here, it's always hard to leave my little ones. And it's a busy May, so I'm leaving them a lot. So my daughter was upset, and I was like, oh, draw a picture for the meeting. So she started. So she wrote, "We love you," and her teacher is Miss Bradway, so I'm going to give a personal shout out. And then my son came out of the bath and quickly added, all teachers too. So all teachers, not just Miss Bradway, but sincerely, what you do each day, I cannot even put into words how much I'm thankful for you. So in many ways, I feel like the school year is wrapping up. So I'd like to pose a couple questions or comments. One, through the chair to the superintendent. As a parent, I received a survey. It seems like it might be a school climate survey. Is that going out district-wide for all schools? And is that something that will be shared with us about how that information is used?
It's all schools, and that's part of the conversation that we had with our representatives from CREC on the equity study.
Perfect. Thank you. Helpful. The other kind of pieces is really, I know you had some meetings with the parent advisory. So thinking about how many of those have happened, what have we gleaned from those conversations? I don't expect you to answer that right now. And how is that information being used along with those bigger equity efforts? So thinking about, what did we hear from those focus groups and how are we planning for things for next year, because it's going to be next year before we know it. A couple other pieces, Enfield Street School, again, it's Teacher Appreciation Week. Families, I encourage you always to look at the parent newsletter, but also if you're on Facebook, the PTO page is another helpful place. They've posted all of the week's special little things along with the teacher list. So if you're not sure what your teacher loves or what you can do, they've gotten some great resources there. So I encourage you to check those out. Another thank you to teachers. We had a literacy night book fair in partnership with the PTO and the school staff. Amazing. Seeing my kids' favorite part was seeing the teachers serve ice cream and be in the school with them outside of school hours. And as a parent, it just feels so good to be in the school and with our staff and sharing in those memories together. There's many upcoming assemblies and field trips, so please, parents, make sure you are checking your child's backpack, newsletters, and staff communication, teacher communications. A comment I'd like to make, a reminder possibly to you, Mr. John Unghire, is we cannot engage in a back and forth. That is true. But you are free to engage in your comments with whatever comments are brought forth in the audience, which in fact I know you've done before because you've actually read letters from folks. So you can feel free to engage with whatever comments might be made from audience members as you choose. And so with that, I would like to address the budget, even if you don't have prior knowledge of that. Hearing a significant cut like that has left me really worried and confused, because I recall on April 5th, we sat here with our town council counterparts, and they said things like, we need to put our kids first. We need to do what's right. A good school system is the starting point of your community. And then they ask us to take a significant cut. So we currently don't have enough resources. I'm going to echo those pieces, things like supplies. I know we're already buckling down and our teachers already support so much of the classroom. Supports summer programming. As a parent who benefited greatly from that, those are cuts that we've already made. And the thought of having to do more is really upsetting. We also need to recognize that we rely heavily on the partnership with the town for our buildings and grounds and custodial services, and many times I feel like we're the forgotten stepchild. So voters, again, if you're concerned about your community and schools, I encourage you to be active and informed.